Hey, what's up, y'all? Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. As you can see from the title of this video, I want to give my thoughts on the upcoming interview that Tasha K has with Martell Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville. I do think that this is definitely strategic. And I think it goes back even a couple of weeks to his comments under one of Carlos King's Instagram posts. Then a couple days later, he was arrested. And then we had the bloggers with the large platforms going up for him. And then here we are with his interview with Tasha K. I think this has been a few weeks in the making. So I want to get into, all of my thoughts. Now, before I do, I ask that you all please hit the like button on this video, or even if you're led to hit the dislike button, either one of those work the same, meaning YouTube will push this video out through its algorithm and recommend it to more people who love to discuss the various topics that come about from Love and Marriage Huntsville. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. Now, for you all, I plan on subscribing to Tasha K's website so that I can watch the interview and give you all commentary. I know that the play is for the millimeters to not subscribe or not to watch the interview. And then you all will rely on us content creators to watch the interview and then give our commentary. I totally get it. And so that's what I'm doing. I've been refreshing on her website. After I enjoyed Queen Sheba's live, I checked out a little bit of Trending at Some Points live. She went live right after Queen Sheba. Then I put on my sweats. I went to the gym. I went grocery shopping. And then I moderated for another channel. And, here I am. I decided to write down all my thoughts about this upcoming interview. I checked. I don't see like a new interview with him. I just see where she puts like some of her commentary on like a variety of celebs on her website. And then I actually see where she has like Bondi Blue. Some of her content is on Tasha K's website. I was like really shocked. I did not know that. So looking for the Martell Holt video, I learned of the other content that Tasha K has on her website. But as soon as I see where it's available, I'll definitely do what I have to do to be able to watch it and, come back with you all with what they discuss. But with all of that being said, I definitely feel like Martell will try to make light of the revenge P. He wants to explain away the arrest. He wants to try and make light of him going in. I'm sure he knows that his mugshot is out there along with the charges. I think he's going to try and make light of that text message that was sent to Melody threatening with the revenge P. I think he's going to also try and embarrass her and confirm, but he can't see. Melody didn't let him spray her with her ish. After Carson went live on Instagram and said that, allegedly Coleslaw reached out to her, like, should I do this, girl? Melody went live on Instagram. You can watch it on Hannah Grace's channel, Diana Rose. They still have that IG live of Melody where she said, that she was glad that Carson spoke up because, it confirms what she was saying in the summer of 2022 about allegedly what those two were trying to do. And so she definitely talked about when she was married that they did make a tape. I think that he's going to try and embarrass Melody, unfortunately, during this interview with Tasha K, because I feel like he would probably even try to describe what was in it. And we don't need you to talk about a tape, Martell. We're all adults, okay? We have all done the do, okay? Maybe even some of you have watched videos on the Hub, okay? We all know what the Hub is. So he wouldn't be telling us anything that adults wouldn't know about, but I feel like he would think that he could try and embarrass her. So he would definitely try to go there. That's just my thoughts. He wants to try and convince us that Melody cheated on him to deflect from his own wrongdoing, not only during their marriage, but his wrongdoing, his wrong behavior in Las Vegas, past reunions where allegedly, he tried to attack Jay Taylor, Melody's makeup artist. We saw him on the show when the cast went to Las Vegas, and how his anger just kind of just takes over the room, takes over his presence, in my opinion. And so I think that he wants to try, and that's why he wants to try and convince us that Melody is a cheater, to deflect from his ways. And I think that he's going to use this enormous platform that Tasha K has to paint that narrative as well. And what Martell is going to appreciate about this interview setting is that Melody is not there to check him and stop him in his tracks. Nell Fletcher isn't there to poke holes in everything that he says, and then the men aren't there in case his temper gets the best of him. So I even feel like Martell may try to paint a positive picture of Ariane. I don't know how he's going to do that. I know that Tasha will probably co-sign, and try to affirm everything that he says. He's going to probably say she's a good mom, try to make a joke about how he's so satisfied in the bedroom with her, and he'll just really try to speak her up. In fact, during Queen Sheba's awesome live today, she did her show, I Said What I Said, live from Huntsville today. A lady called in and said that Tasha's interview with Martell allegedly will drop tonight, and allegedly that he has spent $20,000 on a variety of lawyers and that he is financially stressed. Well, in my opinion, if Martell did not try to get full custody of the Eminem kids, he would not have spent the $20,000. That could be money that could remain in his savings account or be a down payment and closing cost on a home purchase. He chose to try and stress her financially and mentally by trying to get full custody of the kids, in my opinion, so that he could try and get monthly child support for all 4 kids. Then that would be everything to cover his needs: a mortgage payment, utilities, insurance, a car note, groceries. He would have been living off of Melody. That was his whole gameplay. And so he went through lawyer after lawyer, and I bet, some folks were probably quitting once they got a taste of his temper, allegedly, and in my opinion, or if there was a struggle to pay, and they didn't want to be bothered with that anymore. So I could totally see him going through, several lawyers. But this is what the caller said. And there's more. This caller also said, this is all rumor, that allegedly one of Ariane's friends, a girl named Shan, allegedly slept with, one of the Scott brothers, the one whose wife is older than him. I'm trying not to say names because it's definitely a rumor. I tried going on Ariane's page. She has nothing on her IG post, nothing indicating of a friend. I was trying to, because the caller also mentioned that she attended Scrappy's divorce party. I'm assuming, Scrappy from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And I went on his Instagram page today. I looked at all his IG stories. He did go to a party recently where they were throwing napkins in place of dollars. It was really whack. And I was looking through some of his IG posts. I did not see a picture of him and a girl recently, no comments from Ariane or anything like that to indicate who this person might be. But allegedly, that she slept with one of the Scott's brothers, and that, both Scott brothers and Martell allegedly have cheated together. Now, what's interesting about what the caller said today was that this coincides with things that Ariane told Tasha K when Tasha K interviewed her in January of 2022, when she said that, allegedly they, have been with girls that she considered to be linebackers. So that kind of corroborates what Ariane said. But definitely, again, once the interview drops, I will watch it. I will take good notes. Tasha K always threatens to strike channels. She'll say that on YouTube about her content on TashaKLive.com. So I won't have sound bites, but I'll definitely take great notes. Now, I will say this though. Tasha K's track record suggests that she will screw over Martell and Ariane. Even when Tasha K interviewed Ariane 2 years ago, that did not do any good for Ariane. Ariane did herself no favors. She showed herself not to be the most intelligent. She did not understand that a two-parent household is a household that consists of two parents. She told Tasha K that she grew up in a two-parent household. She lived with her mom and her biological dad lived in a separate house. She was confused on that, and Tasha K had to clarify that for her. And so I imagine this interview will also make Martell look, just as unintelligent and just as trifling. I don't think that it's going to do him any favors. And I also want to just remind you, Tasha K will start working with someone and then they will fall out. Bishop Lamore Whitehead, Larry Reed, Larry Reed Live on YouTube. She started out on a good foot with both of those men and then they fell out. I hope that, she continues to have a positive working relationship with Bondi Blue. Again, I was so surprised when I was on her website. I wanted to make sure that I had not missed the releasing of this interview with Martell. And as I was scrolling down, I was like, oh my gosh, she has Bondi Blue's content here as well. So, I just hope that that business relationship continues to be positive. But, I just don't see this being any favorable for Martell. And I just also want to reiterate because I made a couple of videos last week about, Funky Dineva calling out Melody and the Millimeters and Dr. Heavenly, being very lighthearted when it came to Martell. And then even Tasha K, when she went live on her YouTube channel, when she does basically like a Fuckery Friday for, all celebrities in general, whatever she has tea on, she spoke up for Martell as well. I was trying to paint that picture, point it out, connect the dots. I am convinced that his quote unquote team, whom I think is Carlos King, I think that he said, we have to reach out to some people with larger platforms to speak up on your behalf because we know that that Love and Marriage Huntsville sector is, 99% saturated with millimeters, and they are going to be, empathic towards Melody and this whole revenge piece situation. And then I feel like when he made the post a couple of weeks ago, the comment under Carlos's post saying that, we're all actors and I don't want to film that scene. Some of that may be true. He didn't want to film that scene with Melody and bring her flowers, but I think he did want to bring her flowers. Every chance he gets, he would love to try and see if Melody will take him back. But I do think in that comment when he was saying we're all actors, I do think that was definitely him capping. I feel like it was all strategic leading up to him having to turn himself in for the DV and harassing communication charges. And then the bloggers, they roll out with their commentary that's in support of him. It all seems to kind of fall in line. And then Carlos doing this entire podcast tour and then speaking with Melody, just a week and a half after the arrest. In my opinion, it's meant to throw off the millimeters, throw off Melody supporters into thinking that, Carlos doesn't have any hand in Martell getting really, really large bloggers in support of him. And then, he's the optic is Carlos having to sit down with Melody in Huntsville. That's just my opinion, but definitely I'm sure at minimum, Carlos has given Martell the idea look, bro, you need to sit down with the really, really, really large bloggers and talk about the charges. I was almost expecting Sherelle's World also to speak out in on behalf of Martell, but I think she doesn't like to deal with the millimeter smoke. That's a different type of smoke altogether. That's military, okay? But definitely, I want to hear from you all. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about just the whole set of events going back to Martell's comment under Carlos's Instagram post. And then the bloggers, Funky Dineva, Dr. Heavenly, Tasha K speaking out for him. And then this interview. And now they're filming for season 7. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate the support. And please hit the like button on this video. It is a free way of supporting the channel, and it means so much to me. Monday is here. It is upon us. It will not be a manic Monday like the 80s song. It will be a magnificent Monday. For all of us in the north in the snow and ice, continue to be careful. I'm thankful to work remotely, and in the wintertime, I am especially thankful. And just continue to take good care. You know, self-care includes rest. I know that that term may sound cliche, but we can't get enough of it though. You always have to do self-care because y'all deserve it. Even if you scrub your own feet at home and then, take care of your feet, go get a massage. Or if you can't do the massage, do something for yourself at home. Light candles and journal, eat some fruit, drink some water, all that. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.